and praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Akakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, rule and teach well. Peace of salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. All right, so I have this New York Times. I just want to keep up with this Russian-Ukrainian war that's going on. And I might start jumping into the Chinese and Taiwan conflict here soon, because that's another thing. As we know, America did send another $95 billion to Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. And those are all obvious efforts to retain, quote unquote, their interests. You see what I'm saying? And all of them are going against some enemy that is against America. So with Israel, it would be Iran. With Taiwan, it would be China. With Ukraine, it would be Russia. So it's a clear and obvious thing that it's the BRICS nations versus America and its allies at this moment. So here are 5 places Russia is fighting to break through Ukrainian lines. So the reason I want to bring this out is to show you how much they have gained on Ukraine. All of this area, it's been about 700 some odd days since this fight broke out, and they're gaining little by little. So the more red parts that you can see are places where Russia has gained control, and then the pink part is all of the control that they've gained, and it's just like creeping in like a virus, you know. So the area we're looking at is right here of Ukraine, and it goes to show you that Russia is making advancements to, you know, gulping up the entire region here, which is rightfully theirs, which Putin in that interview, which I am still watching, which Putin in that interview was mentioning that Ukraine is still a part of Russia. You know, it's just, you know, Poland came and, you could say, Polonized this area. NATO considered it its own state, and that was back in like 1990, 1991, something like that. Because I know in 1991, that's when the USSR actually became just Russia. You know what I'm saying? So that's when Ukraine came about as well. But if you look at maps beforehand, Ukraine used to be a part of the USSR, and that used to be Russia's territory, you know, and then obvious things happened. And now, hey, 24 years later, 20 some odd, 30 years some odd years later, whatever, yeah, Russia is getting back what is theirs. So I'm going to read a little bit. Ukraine is engaged in a desperate fight to hold back the Russian onslaught. See, onslaught. So we know that Russia is controlling this whole border, this whole war at the moment, and taking back what's theirs. And more than likely, that's what it's looking like it's going to do, or it's going to happen. They're going to take Ukraine back. The Russian forces captured the longtime Ukrainian stronghold of Adivka, Adivka, before dawn on Saturday. Moscow. I did a lesson on that. You know, how they took back Adivka. So it says Moscow's first major battlefield gain since it took Bakhmut last May. So yeah, since they took this area last May. So they're taking all these strongholds. Ukrainians kind of falling back. So that's what's going on. Let's just keep an eye on it. All right. Shalom.